Hey, I'm Adam. Welcome to Stress Test. I've never done an intro like this before, I don't think. Stress Test, or RPG Stress Test, is the podcast where each week we have a different system, or sometimes it's a multi-parter, where we basically test the system against our own stupidity. This week on the docket, we have Be Gay, Solve Crime, a one-page RPG by Oliver Darkshire, where I will be playing a detective. I know, that's new, right? That's never happened before. And with me playing my gay lieutenant is my boyfriend, Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Got him.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
Oh, so good, so good.
This is going to be a funny episode.
And also with me to voice NPCs are Kat and Dallas.
Hi.
Hey, what up?
All right, so the backstory here, this is a game that you're meant to play with one player, pretty much. And the backstory here is you are a detective that has been invited to a manor where there has been a murder of the host, the owner of the house or manor, Bartholomew Miserly. It is your job to interrogate his guests and find the culprit. Basically, is you just roll on tables and random things happen, and we're gonna try to improv that out, and hopefully it's funny.
Guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see if this is funny.
We'll release it anyways. I mean, come on. Come on.
We've released worse. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Have we?
No.
All right. Well, let's start off with I'm going to introduce I am playing Detective William Scott. He's a very classic approach to the detective kind of in crime solving mystery genre. So yeah, he's a very, very, very Sherlock Holmesy kind of straightforward detective trope. The only thing that is different, or maybe not if you're a shipper, is that he is hopelessly in love with his lieutenant, played by Chris. Chris, what is your name? What is the lieutenant's name?
Oh, I figured this one out. I'm Bob Johnson.
Bob Johnson, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
So we have William Scott and Bob Johnson. Okay, on the case, I suppose.
As it were.
Yeah. Let's start with the scene where we are arriving on the, on the scene of the crime. Gonna say that the doorbell has rung. There are cops here, obviously, and all the guests are here as well. Let me see how many guests there are so I can randomize it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 guests. Well, digitally, I can roll a d11. Because fuck you.
Whoa.
So, all right. Sanctimony Brown. He's a robot's rights lawyer.
Oh, this is in the future?
I think it's just meant to be bougie.
Oh, okay. I don't know, Sanctimony. Do you want to play that?
I think that's a fair toss-up between either of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured it was a girl's name, but you never know, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of girls' names, actually, so I'm going to take over Sanctimony.
That's fair.
All right, so the doorbell rings. The cops have controlled the scene and have asked all the guests to stay. Well, the detective and his lieutenant have arrived on scene. And so you open the door, and it is, William Scott and Lieutenant Bob Johnson. William Scott dressed very, very stick up the ass, very well-pressed shirts, very well-pressed coat, So a lot of starch in his collar. Bob, how are you dressed?
I feel like Bob is channeling, Gumshoe from Ace Attorney.
Yeah! Wow! My actual type!
That was kind of what I was going for. Oh, wow, he's your type who looks nothing like me. That's good to know.
Shut up.
Oh, no. Do I get to pick what Sanctimony Brown's wearing?
I guess. You can describe Sanctimony
Go
Brown
off, King.
to us. The robot's rights lawyer.
He's wearing his signature brown jumpsuit.
All right.
Completely brown, except for a white belt, because he is also a white belt in karate. It's a marketing thing, though. It's not really a white belt in karate. Is there white belts in karate? I don't.
There
Yeah.
are. It's like the beginner belt.
Yeah, you get it for like a week of karate study. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it for showing up and paying a $20 fee.
Yeah, he did that and he's like, got it. That's all I need.
All right.
Yeah, he says he'll kick any case's ass with his karate skills, and then he points to
I
his
will
white
fight
belt.
to defend you. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. And he wears that to parties, of course.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, any party that he thinks he could network, he's in his signature outfit.
All right.
But he's shooken up. The murder just happened, right?
Yes, a murder happened like probably a few hours ago. You know, your host, Bartholomew, is dead.
Yeah, he opening the door.
But yes, Sanctimony is opening the door after we've knocked on it.
Oh, thank God. Oh man, are you another cop?
Detective William Scott. I show my badge. And this is my lieutenant, Bob Johnson. We're on the case, don't worry. I'm gonna have a few questions for you, if you don't mind stepping inside a little bit.
Oh yes, please come in.
All right. We're gonna have a look around the place, but first, what's your name and what's your occupation?
I'm pretty sure you know my name. Have you not seen the billboards?
You're on those benches, aren't you?
Yes.
You're that robot rights attorney.
Yes, the best robots' rights attorney, actually. Sanctimony Brown.
Imagine you're the only robots rights attorney I've ever heard of. Is business good in that field?
Oh yes, incredibly. I mean, I do have my rival, DeSplatt Black.
And you pick another name.
But he's not here today, don't worry. We don't have to really focus on him. But he's the other robot rights attorney. For some flavor text.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to make note of that. Lieutenant?
Yeah.
All right, let's make sure we keep the guest constrained to the foyer. All right?
I'm gonna go make a drink. I'll be right back.
Strained how? He grabs him by the shoulders.
No!
With the cuffs like usual, or I mean,
Oh, just make sure they don't leave the room, all right?
Lieutenant, you're really strong.
easier said than done. There's like 10 people in this room, right? Is that
Well, yeah, but they're all, party guests. They're not gonna try to make a run for it just yet.
all right? Well, I mean, I've only got a few pairs of cuffs, and one of them's yours, so
You don't need to.
Don't get too wild here.
You don't need to cuff them. I don't think that'll be necessary. Right. We're going to roll for the first clue. Now, the first clue table is a D6, and it'll tell us on a 1, 2, or 3 whether or not we have another murder take place.
Oh no.
On a 4 on a 4 or 5, whether or not I get a moment alone with the lieutenant, or on a 6 if I'm talking to a guest and I get additional suspicion. Suspicion is what I need to fill up to solve the case. If I fill up murders, that means everyone's died except the suspect. And so we kind of win that way, but not really. And then tension, if that fills up, that means me and the lieutenant, instead of solving the case, just kind of fucking a guest bedroom, I guess, instead of doing our job.
Like you do, yeah.
Oh my god.
So we don't want tension to get too high either between me and the lieutenant. Got to keep the sexual we got to keep the sexual tension down. All
To
right.
a dull roar.
So let's see what we get on our first clue roll. We got a 3, which means another murder,
Oh,
which we roll on table A. So we now get to roll a D6 for the murder weapon. It's a 6, so a series of handkerchiefs. And then we get to roll where it occurred. Number 4, a secret passage. Okay.
so how do we even know what happened? Well, I guess the door was probably open to it. All right, never mind.
I guess you figure out the secret passage.
A body
Yeah.
falls out of it or something. right?
Yeah. So I walk into the foyer with the rest of the guests gathered there, and I start counting heads and asking people, and quickly figure out that we are short one person. There seems to be another person. Have you seen where he went? I'm going to ask Sanctimony again, since I was talking to him last.
Who are you asking about again? I know everyone in here.
Arson McBollard seems to be missing from the list. The ex-stage musician?
Oh, yes. Last time I saw him, he was over there by that bookshelf.
He wasn't doing a disappearing act on us, was he?
Oh, jeez.
He was doing it all night, actually. He did it about 12 times, so it's anyone's guess.
I kind of want the lieutenant to start poking around the bookcase, and then when he gives up and like just puts his hand on the bookcase, obviously it turns.
He leans on one and okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Turns around and then like starts spinning. It's a spinning door type.
Mm-hmm. He leans into it, spins around, and the body's on the other side.
Out comes the body of the ex-stage magician, choked with his own series of handcuffs, handkerchiefs that he kept in his sleeve.
No!
That's perfect, actually.
Oh dear. Well, I guess that settles it then. The killer is amongst us somewhere. Bum, bum. No one can leave this room.
Let me go get a drink for all of us.
No. It's imperative that you stay sober while we work on this. Any treks out alone could endanger everyone entirely. Now, we don't have enough servicemen here to lock down the entire building, so I would like everyone to restrict it to this foyer if possible. All right, I think it's time for another clue.
Clue us in.
We got a 1, another murder. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, what?
All right, let's do 1d6 for the weapon. I'm going to because there's 10 options potentially. I can't mark out series of handkerchiefs, but if I get it, we might re-roll. A centrifuge.
How?
I don't know. And in a secret passage. Okay. Lieutenant Johnson, hold down the room here while I go check out the secret passage.
Hold you down in the room. Oh, yes, the room.
No,
right.
don't hold me down in the room. Not okay. It'll just be a moment, okay? I'm just going to go check in this passage, see where it heads out, and then William Scott disappears behind the secret passage, and then comes out of the fireplace that also spins around, it seems, and on the other side of that is a husk of a person, a corpse.
No!
Let's see who it is now. We're down a person, so it's a D10.
Classic case of the secret passage centrifuge. Hate to see it.
It's Fifi Debonair, the part-time pirate, died in a centrifuge. So she's.
Man.
Yeah, sorry, Kat.
Sorry, Kat, you don't get to play that person.
Took a fun one away from you.
I looked forward to it too.
Yeah.
How did she die?
She seems to be drained entirely of blood.
Oh,
Ew.
that's a lot.
No, not in the sexy way that Bill's thinking about, okay? It's just in the horrifying way involved with the centrifuge.
Oh.
I don't know why there was a centrifuge in that secret passage, or why there's even a secret passage from the same room to the same room.
Well, if you were going to have a centrifuge in the building, it would probably be behind a secret passage.
Fair enough. Anyways, things are getting dire. There are people I didn't even know were in this room who are dying. Are there any other guests you need to tell me about? Let me fucking roll to see before we fucking continue this comedy of errors. Roll a d6. It's a 2, so another murder. Oh my god, we are having such bad luck.
Everyone's gonna die before we get to do anything.
Yeah, it's gonna be a comedy of errors. Oh my god. All right. Suggestive statuette was the weapon. And the secret.
Oh no. Using the funny dice again.
I think that while William Scott is complaining about a secret passage leading to the same room, he's going to lean against a wall and it's going to be a fake panel. It's going to flip out.
Oh no!
And another body's going to fall into the floor, this one having a suggestive statuette of two people fucking just embedded into the person's head. Let me roll a D9. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Roger Crudbeat, the con artist with a pet tiger.
Oh no.
Roger,
You know, I think I saw that piece in the museum. They said it had religious ritual significance.
the plot thickens. We're gonna solve this murder, right, boys?
So far, we're not doing too well. Things have went from bad to worse. Hell in a handbasket. The temperature is rising. Things are getting hot, not in a good way.
Bill, I don't suppose you got a floor plan for this building. Was it like a house of mirrors or a circus before it was a home?
A haunted circus burial ground. I've heard about this.
Sounds about right.
Hey, can we introduce a character for Cat? I think it makes a little more sense too, since we'll play characters, and that way, if our characters do die, we can make a funny way that they like leave the scene to die.
All right, Kat, who do you want to play a particular female character on here? One of them stand out for you?
Honestly, any of them have potential.
You have a psychic, an artist, a vegan meat poet.
Yeah, I like both of those. The idea.
I like the psychic and visionary, Madame DeSplatt.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she's gonna try to help you.
All right, Madame DeSplatt. Let's have you step forward and suggest, I don't know, a seance, and then I'll roll again to see what happens.
Are we sure that there are not spirits at present causing mayhem?
No, I've been keeping him away from the spirits all night. Trust me, there's no spirits in this room.
My cold, logical mind tells me that I should not accept such explanations, but things are getting desperate, and if it makes you feel better, I will participate in whatever you feel necessary.
Everyone, gather round, hold hands.
All right, let's see how the seance goes.
Oh boy.
Oh my god!
Now, I turn the lights off and lit candles, and I'm like,
So let's see what it's with. Oh yeah, an antique blunderbuss. Okay, that's gonna be very noticeable.
I don't even know what a blunderbuss is.
yeah, I don't either.
It's like a super fat shotgun full of pellets.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an antique shotgun, so everyone's going to know this one happened. And let's see who it's going to be before we continue the scene. We were on what, a D9 last time for people, so we're on a D8 now. We are cutting through, motherfuckers, I swear to God.
Somebody is.
All right, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's DJ Krabs, the lumberjack pensioner.
Hold my hand, DG. That's my best friend.
Oh, okay.
They're next to me in the seance.
There's just a big explosion, and the lights come back on.
Did we roll for where it was, or are we just going to say it's in the seance room?
We're just gonna say it's in the seance room, because if everyone's here, then it would be a little difficult for that.
Yeah, it would really suck to be in a secret passage again.
Can you roll just to see if it would have been in the secret passage?
No, it's in the guest bedroom, is what it rolled up. But
we can make it the guest bedroom. I like to think when the lights come on, I'm just holding her hand, but her body's in the guest bedroom.
Dear Lord!
Oh, no!
Don't throw it. That's evidence. Set it down there in the ice bucket.
Where'd this ice bucket come from?
Well, it had champagne in it until you drank all of it.
I'm just gonna stick the hand deep in the bucket of ice.
I didn't see this coming.
It seems like your spirits only have one thing to say: murder.
What have you done? What did you bring here? You brought something with you.
People were dying this much until you guys got here.
I have a name, all right.
Points at badge, Bob Johnson.
Go up to Detective Scott and I shake him and I look him into his eyes.
I brought nothing here. There's nothing else to this but cold hard murder, and I will figure out who's behind this.
Who let go? Who wasn't holding hands?
I was holding hands, but I guess I technically let go, but not of the hand, just of the body.
All right, let's see. Oh my God! Finally,
Do we not?
Oh, thank God.
you talk with the guest. It's not reassuring. Add +1 suspicion.
We're gonna roll for the guess.
Yeah, let's roll for the guest. Let's see who we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 2. Vivienne, the artist and vegan meat poet. You there? You've been awfully quiet.
Yeah,
What's your name?
Vivienne.
Well, Miss Vivienne, do you have a last name?
No,
Oh, you're one of those types, eh? Okay.
one of those types, eh? I'm an artist. You haven't heard of me.
I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure. So, why did you arrive at the party?
Fashionably late.
5 minutes? 15?
Try like 2 hours. I got a little lost.
I think that's a bit more than fashionable, lady.
But when you come in drunk and everybody else is drunk, you fit right in.
When did you notice the guest, Bartholomew, was missing?
I don't know.
Was he here when you arrived?
I don't really remember. He's like the kind of type that he likes to host these parties, but they're kind of too much for him. I think he's more of a wallflower, or, excuse me, was.
Well, he certainly became a wallflower, being pinned to the wall with 15 knives and all.
Damn.
Zooms in on his body like we're just now seeing his body. Like, whoa. This camera just scrolls over a little bit too. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, I would say that counts as not having a non-reassuring conversation for sure. Lieutenant, get Miss Vivienne's details.
Alrighty.
Hopefully she'll be more cooperative tomorrow when she is sober.
Pulls out a comically undersized notepad. Start interrogating.
It's like the size of the inside of his palm.
Uh-huh.
All right, and I will, since it's possible, I'm going to mark with a dot next to them that I've interrogated them. Just in case we keep getting more suspicions, though. With our luck at the moment, we've just been having murders. So let's see how we do. A 4, a moment alone with the lieutenant. Finally, oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ, took fucking long enough. All right, this is a different table.
Yeah, table B. B for Bay.
You talk over the evidence. You're staring. He notices. +1 tension, but also +2 suspicion. Hey.
Oh, we did something useful.
Hey, it's actually working. It just doesn't make sense. So many unexplained murders back to back like that. How could it possibly be the actions of just one man? Lieutenant, just look over this info. See if I'm missing something.
Yeah, he leans over in front of you, basically bumps into your face with his massive chest.
I'm that lady and I'm that white girl in that one meme with the white guy and the guy with the big chest where she's just fucking staring at his fucking...
Yeah.
Sweating, taking out a handkerchief, wiping my brow.
Yeah, but no apologies, it was chested. Okay. Anyways, we got a job to do, right?
Yes.
We have another job to do later. Don't worry about it.
Well, we might have to put in some overtime, of course. All right, that's good. Having murders back to back was a bit dry.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that most games probably play out like this because the murders is like what's supposed to happen.
It's also a third of the die, right? Like,
it's like a third of the die.
Yeah, so.
50,
All right, let's see. Murder. Aha,
Yeah.
amazing.
Hey.
Yay, murder. Let's see, weapon. Let's see, location. I'll re-roll if it's okay. It's a thing we got before. Again, it's the statuette. Let's see if we can get something else. The same suggestive statuette. All right, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
There's probably
let's
a
see
lot of them.
where it occurs. Yeah. All right, in the garden outside. Maybe someone made
The
a
dark gardens.
The dark gardens.
Dark
Someone made a
Gardens.
break for it.
Dardens.
So the Dardens. All right, let me count the people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 still. 7.
Boss, I hate to tell you, but it looks like this guy's got a case of the Dardens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lord Vibes, the filthy rich party animal, is dead. He died in the dark gardens, the Dardens, with another suggestive statuette. Maybe a life-size one in the garden that was pushed over onto him or something.
It's just a giant dick.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-foot dick.
Just a giant dick, and he almost made it out, but it crushed his lower half, obviously.
How did we not hear him screaming? Or we hear him screaming?
Yeah, no, I think we hear him screaming. Like I think he broke out of the foyer when we were working on the case together, and he made a run for it. Maybe because of some slight amount of guilt, or he just didn't want to, be taken in.
He wanted to get out of there. He kept seeing people die.
Everyone keeps dying, so yeah, pretty good reason to get out of there.
You hate to see it. The guy had a life ahead of him, and now he's just laying on the floor with his back blown out. It's rough.
Yeah, back absolutely destroyed.
Oh no! Okay, so all the people, every one of us are now in the Darden at this point, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like everyone had to be carried out to the Darden to, so that you wouldn't be left alone.
It's such a shame. 2 beautiful pieces of art.
Get it off of him! Get it off of him! Hurry!
He's long dead, I'm afraid. Getting it off of him won't solve anything. This statue is massive, though. I'm rubbing it.
Thank you. It was a commission piece I did for Bartholomew.
No. That's not what I'm pointing out. I'm not admiring it, of course. I am just remarking on that it is heavy, and therefore may take more than one person to push. I look at all the suspects. Okay, that's fucking... I guess. Let's fucking keep going.
Looking at this crowd, boss. Any one of these people could have handled a dick that big.
Hey! I talk with a guest. It's not reassuring. Add 1 suspicion, so suspicion finally goes up another 1. Let's see what guest I talk with. We're down to 6, so I just have to roll another d6. This is getting pretty bad. It's Vivienne again.
Oh my god.
You said you commissioned this piece?
Yeah, I was paid a handsome sum of money to make the obelisk.
So you're familiar with this piece inside and out, yes?
Familiar. Have been very intimate with this piece. I'm intimate with every piece I make.
You're terrifying, lady.
So you would perhaps know how to position it, push it over, perhaps?
I mean, what are you trying to say?
I'm implying that you might be an accomplice in the murder of Lord Vibes.
Lord Vibes, I loved him. He was such a vibe. Why would I kill him?
Well, it's well known that Mr. Vibes was a patron of the arts, but also that this month he declared bankruptcy. Perhaps he owed you money, and you didn't like that. Maybe you aren't behind all the murders here, but perhaps you're getting even.
I'm an artist. What is money to me?
I like how you're drawing out every syllable.
Slowly starving to
I don't
death
know why.
with
This
just
is
no money.
just what I pictured her to be like, and I would hate her.
All right, we have another murder. Oh my god. All right, it's going to be a poisoned. Oh my god, what is that word?
Poison
Volavoo. It's like a
Volavoo?
chicken pot. It's like a fancy chicken pot pie.
Oh, okay. That's why
I looked it up
wouldn't know.
earlier. Yeah, I don't know.
A poisoned volavo. All right. So, basically, whatever was food at the party. Let's see where it occurs. Location. No, the Gothic balcony. So perhaps everyone is going back into the foyer. More police have arrived. The house is better locked down. And one of the guests decide to eat some of the, catering, and it turns out that it has been poisoned. All right, we are down to a d6. Let's see who dies. 6. Oh, that would be Diana Foxington Thoreau. Butcher Harris.
The Butcher Heiress. Oh no. The enemy of Vivienne, the meat poet.
The enemy of Vivienne,
the
yeah.
vegan meat poet.
Vivienne's looking like a good option here with what we've role played so far.
No.
All right, yeah. So she's eating the meat catering and takes it and starts vomiting up blood on the balcony and then slowly dies shortly therein after making lots of noise. Once again, probably attracting everyone to the scene.
Sanctimony could be outside. And he's like, it's raining. It's a terrible day for rain. It's just bloody vomit. Oh, no. I'm going to crash back in. Detective, the balcony.
William rushes out there and, sees the half-eaten catering food.
The thing.
Yeah, the voulavo.
Yeah.
And says, no one eat any more of those chicken. No more chicken.
Never.
Seems to have been poisoned.
But I'm so hungry.
We'll have some food brought in if the investigation continues, as it seems it will.
They're trying to kill us. Don't you see, Detective? We're dying off one by one.
I mean, they're succeeding at killing.
They're doing a very good job.
Detective,
They're doing a great job at killing all of us.
wouldn't it be better if you just let us go? Or go to the
Just let us
station?
go. Or put us in the basement or something and lock the door.
That's probably the most suspicious thing you could possibly say.
That seems like a very bad idea.
I thought it was a good idea.
So far, the murders are in the lead by 2. 4. A moment alone with the lieutenant.
Yay.
1. He glances at you in the lamplight. He has very pretty eyes. Tension goes up by 2.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, boss. Anyone ever tell you you're really small?
My stature does not affect how I perform in my duties,
Oh,
Lieutenant.
sure it does. You have to ask me for stuff on the top shelf all the time.
That may be necessary at times, but working out will not improve my height, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you're right. Luckily for both of us, he's not going to be bigger.
All right.
This counts as flirting, right? Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey! I talk with a guess. It's not reassuring. +1 suspicion. Let's add that suspicion
Who
up.
is it? I wonder.
Let's see. Hopefully not the same person again. We have a D5 now, I think, in guess. We're down to 5 guess. Not a 2, not a 2,
Oh.
not a fuck.
It's Vivienne again?
It's Vivienne again.
I'm telling you, stop rolling the funny dice. This is ridiculous.
Hold on, I'm gonna
You gotta reload the page?
reload the page. Let's do this again.
Hey, give me-
Sanctimony, I suppose. Mr. Sanctimony Brown, the
my
robot rights
God.
attorney.
We got to play one character. This
I know,
is amazing.
I know, this is insane. Everyone else has died.
Sanctimony is starting to head to the basement to lock himself in.
Stop right there.
Huh? Oh,
What do you think you're
sorry.
doing? Separating yourself from the group.
No, I swear I was gonna go to the basement to lock myself. It's safer there, Detective. You gotta admit it.
What's the one thing that all of these victims have in common? They've went off on their own.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Well, maybe you could come to the basement with me.
There's at least one secret passage down there. I can guarantee you that much.
It's probably all the secret passages probably lead to the basement. now that I'm also
There seem to be a lot, and they seem to mostly lead to the rooms that they start in, which is very confusing and seems unnecessary at best.
Well, Bartholomew was a very interesting man. He did a lot of things that just didn't make sense to anyone, but they made sense to him.
And that's what counts.
That is what counts.
An interesting man, you say?
I'm gonna stare over at his fucked up corpse nailed to the wall. Longingly. He was indeed an interesting man.
we'll leave it on that. Because you can't like do anything definitive till the game's over, obviously.
Yeah. I'm just giving more options. Who knows? Maybe he killed himself.
The murder. Yeah, maybe he thought this would be funny and he hired people to do it.
Yeah.
It's a bit, yeah.
Who knows? Another murder. Let's mark this off. Ooh. All right, and then we have a D5 of guests to choose from. 5. God damn it. That would be Mimi Spud, the CEO of Knitwear Pyramid Scheme.
Aw. I'm
sorry.
looking forward to her.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
We're one NPC. There's no way.
No, statistically, this was impossible. This was fucking impossible. for you to pick one NPCs and just be stuck with them. I'll put the little interrogation mark next to Sanctimony as we have interrogated him, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Mimi Spud. And let's see where she died. 1d6. And what killed her? 5, a suggestive statuette.
Another dick statue.
on the balcony again.
This one should be like a yonic statue. There's no phalluses in this one so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. A yonic? What's that?
I mean, it's only the gay detective game, Chris, you know?
You're right. Actually, no. There needs to be fully dicks.
It should be an ass.
Yeah.
It should be an ass.
big old ass.
A big old
Two
ass.
large males.
Crushed by an ass.
A jewel encrusted golden ass.
Mounted above a door. Opened the door. Fell on head.
Sounds like a prank.
So now they have somehow set traps around the house, it seems.
What are they hoping to gain? What do we have that they want to kill us for?
Seems we may find that out shortly, as there's only 4 of you left.
I didn't even notice. It really is only 4 of us left. Fuck.
All right. Oh my god, another murder.
Wow.
Where did it
Please
go?
put me out of my misery, please.
This guy's just teleporting around the rooms, like assassinating people.
The same series of handkerchiefs that killed the magician on the same balcony.
On the same time.
What the?
Let's see who it is. I have what, a D4? Yeah, baby. 1. Madame DeSplatt is dead, the psychic and visionary.
Yeah. At this moment,
Just said something too.
Bob walks up and says, "Hey, boss, that string of handkerchiefs that killed the other guy. Do you see where it went?
It's not in his mouth
It's not in his
anymore.
mouth anymore. Yeah.
Missing evidence! And then he looks around the room and Madame DeSplatt's dead.
She's like garroted with them, like right
Yeah,
behind us.
correct. God damn it! How does he keep getting away with it? Or she? Looks around dramatically. All right, I have a feeling I know how this is going to end. We've lost too many people. We're like 2 murders away from solving the case. All right. Well, the worst way. We're losing. We're 2 murders away from losing. Oh, another murder. More poison food. Someone could not help themselves. They got really hungry and decided to eat it.
I really hope you roll and it's Sanctimony.
They died in the bathroom, so they probably ate it and had some issues and then died.
Sanctimony, do it.
It's gotta be him.
Let's see. 1d3. We're looking for a 2 for Sanctimony. Yes. All right, play it out, Dallas.
It worked.
What, really?
Let's go.
Yes, Sanctimony's dead.
Okay. Detective, I have a confession.
You're confessing to the crime, then, Sanctimony Brown?
Is he on the toilet right now?
What was it? Your fee's not enough.
No,
You're in debt. Couldn't
Oh, he shits his pants. Oh!
shits out all his guts right there on the floor.
And he starts crawling towards the bathroom. Oh, gosh. I ate the phone of it.
What? I told you it was poison. What do you mean you ate it?
It's like dripping like green goo, like clearly poison.
You also said you were bringing food and...
Why would I bring the same exact stuff as the poison food? That's a recipe for disaster.
I was confused.
And vomits up all his guts and dies.
Ew.
All right. This is it. This is probably the end of the game.
Definitely Vivienne. There's no question.
Oh my god. You talk with the guest, it's not reassuring. Okay. Let me roll a d2 to see who it is.
Oh, I might get to play another
Wolf is
person.
alive.
Might get to play another character. Nope.
Oh, wow.
Well, Miss Vivienne, it's only you and Cecil Cashwallow, the diabolical stockbroker. I look at Cecil. He doesn't speak. I turn back to Vivienne.
Why are you looking at me?
Because this case is about to put itself in my lap. And then I'm about to put myself into my lieutenant's lap.
Okay.
He can't reach the wheels in the car. I have to drive for him.
I am not that small.
No, you're not. It's a very big car. That's all.
All right. I guess I'll increase suspicion by 1, but there's no way we are.
Do you want to ask me anything? Like,
do you want to just respond to that? I don't think
Yeah.
there's I think we're just losing the case at this point. All right. D6. A 3. Oh, wow. Another murder. Who could have guessed that? Let me roll 1d2 and let's it be a 2. Oh, and it's a 2. Well, I guess the stockbroker, Cecil Cashwallow, who's never had a line yet, just died.
He says, "Oh no!" You hear that from the other room.
Let's see what he's saying oh no to.
Oh.
A series
shit.
of handkerchiefs.
You hear from the other.
We come into the room and Vivienne is strangling him because she's the only person left.
Is Vivienne like a fucking kunoichi? Like a little ninja or something? She just, like, it's insane. She's corroded 3 men tonight.
Stop right there, Vivienne.
I don't. Hold on, I gotta finish this installation. Okay.
What's the meaning behind this? Why do you murder 10 people?
You look on the wall, there's a little placard that says Murder House. Mixed media.
You would understand.
Oh my God.
The art world just isn't what it used to be, and I'm just incredibly bored with my work. So I wanted to feel like I was making something important. And the only way that I could get that feeling is by taking someone's life. And then I felt like I was making art again from death.
Well, I'll tell you what you have made. A life sentence, Lieutenant Cuffer.
But you know what, baby? They'll always remember Vivienne.
I'll remember this fucking headache you gave me. Pulls her out the door.
I'd do it again.
Lieutenant, make sure this one gets the media blackout and no news coverage.
No!
She immediately kills herself with
All right, that was the one shot. We lost. The murderer won.
I think honestly the dice won.
The dice won, yeah.
And we're defeated solely by them.
That was Be Gay, Solve Crime, One-Page Rule RPG by Oliver Darkshire. Thank you for joining us on RPG Stress Test.
Stress test! Stress test! Stress test! Dead set medium. Good.